What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another day trading session when I record how I day trade every day live only using price action trading. And I just came in and I see the bullish uptrend working higher. We got a big leg up. I found a trend line from these two swings, put it to the top, but we already have a break and a new high, and I'm seeing some sort of resistance forming up in here. You can see multiple tops. So the first rule of the trend line, I'm focusing on this on the firstly, because this bullish uptrend already has a break and a multiple attempts to make a new high. We actually created multiple highs, so the rules of the trend line are already met. And basically what I'm thinking right now, that this bullish move up is already over, because we have a break and a new high, and we are starting to find some resistance up in here. So I might be potentially looking, if we get a good reversal pattern, I might be looking to go short. And what is a reversal pattern? Well, a reversal pattern is two failed attempts to go higher, and we have to push through the EMA. Right now you can see the prices are stacking on the EMA. It looks like EMA is putting some little bit of resistance. This was a big move up, nevertheless. You know, the bus is definitely up, but this multiple tops, this resistance is what kind of keeps telling me that I should be focusing on short. So I'm going to pause the chart and let you guys see when I get some setup. Alright, so I'm about to place my limit order here, and I'm gonna explain you guys the trade in a minute, just to see if he actually broke one tick lower below this big bearish signal bar. Alright, we broke lower. I'm gonna put my limit order at the close, one tick, saving myself. Alright, I'm gonna go and as you can see, I'm going for 10 ticks. This is 2.5 points, and you can see this is very close to being 1-to-1 ratio. And I'm also letting my one contract to run, if just in case the market will continue running up lower. And the reason why I took this trade, as it is going against me right now, is because we made, like I said, we made multiple tops right here, and we pushed through the EMA. We attempted to go long once. We failed, and this is the second attempt to go long that is failing right now. And another part of this is a new low, pullback, first entry, pullback, second entry. So this is a two-legged pullback to the EMA. EMA is our key entry point where I'm looking to get the trade. This is two-legged pullback to the EMA, market moves into. So it is a second entry short and a gigantic bearish reversal bar. This is the kind of bar I want to see. It makes me question if I maybe gotten trapped, because look at this bullish reversal bar. It is fairly, you know, fairly bullish. This is now what we want to see, because we're the ones that should be trapping other traders if I'm right here. But I still like the trade, because we already tapped out right here big time. There's a multiple taps forming, break, new high, another new high. Prices are making a resistance. A lot of bears are jumping into the market now. So this is a second entry short at the key entry point at the EMA. But it looks like I got trapped here. Let's see. That would not be a good start today. Makes me wonder if because there might be a trend line something like this, but I think the trend line is more like this. This is more of a shorter term one. Or a one tick getting stopped out here. Come on. This is what I'm playing. I'm playing this correction as a break and a new high. This is the rule of the trend lines. But I might be a little bit off here. But I like this trade so much. This is the second entry at the EMA. We already pushed lower through the EMA right here. And this is a multiple taps right here. I think a lot of bears are going to jump in the market now, because this seems very bullish. To a lot of novice traders, this seems very bullish. But the rule of the trend line is telling me that this uptrend should be over now. And by the way, this is why I keep the stop one tick above the signal bar. I'm using the price action structure to help me protect my stop. You never want to chicken out of this trade and put it much lower here. Alright, so we made a double top right here, and this is looking very promising for us. Yeah, they actually got trapped. A lot of bulls got trapped here. Look how big this bar is. You can see that a lot of people probably went long here thinking that they're trapping people like me. Come on, one more tick.
Target filled.
Perfect. And I'm gonna put my stop actually at break even right here, and I'm just gonna keep moving the stop as we keep continuing making swings. This is kind of how I'm playing the runner right here. So I'm gonna pause it and let you guys see what's gonna happen. So we made one more push lower, and this is what I did. I put my stop loss one tick above this swing, and now I'm putting a one tick above this swing. And I'm still gonna leave my target somewhere in the middle, and I'm gonna be moving it lower and lower as we go. This doesn't really matter right here. I'm just looking at prices to go lower and lower, and I'm gonna keep moving my stop loss one tick above each swing, because I don't want to give back the money I am making. I didn't make much money here on this runner because this is just one contract, but if we go lower and lower, I want to keep securing my money. And looks like, and that's not gonna happen, but never mind. The scalp portion is my main part of the trade, and I'll see you guys when I see the next setup. Bye guys. I'm gonna place my order right here. Oops, this is quite big of a bar. I'm gonna put my limit order a little bit further back, and basically what I'm looking right now, this is looking very similar to this repeat pattern. You can see the break and a new high, break and a new high. This is a two-legged pullback to the EMA once again, and I actually found a trend line from these first two swings. So these two swings set the trend line up, and this is the third bounce that is confirming the trend line. And I'm playing it a little bit safe because this is a big signal bar, you know. I don't want to go short. Oh, we actually made it perfect. I don't want to go short at the lows and risk way too much. I try to keep the 1-to-1 ratio as much as I can. And you can see this is giving me room to this other low to make it in time in case we bounce from here. But this is starting to look like a solid downtrend. If you take a look, it fits from the lows, fits from the highs, the EMA is pointing lower, and this is a two-legged pullback to the EMA, same rise here. So two-legged pullback to the EMA, nice bearish reversal bar. You know, market moves in 2 second entry short at the EMA, and now at the trend line, very similar to this pattern. Come on, one more tick. And we out. Perfect. I'm gonna just leave it right here, and I'm just gonna play the same way. If we keep going lower, I'm gonna keep moving my stops lower and lower. But there might actually be something like, no, I'm not a Fibonacci trader, but I've seen this a lot of times. Let me put it right here. We might bounce around this 50 area to 61-80% area, and because like I mentioned, guys, this can be legit. You know, I get a lot of traders that actually believe this. I don't really rely on this, but just something to keep an eye on, because this is one big bullish move up, so this is very good for using that Fibonacci tool. But you can see the the price action is fairly simple. You don't need any indicators, you don't need any of this, you know, cluttered up chart. This is just two-legged pullback, second entry short at the key entry point, and this is what I try to guys to teach you, because those are the high probability setups, and this is why I only look to take those. And you can see this is first entry and it would have failed on you, because this is why we trade second entries. And unfortunately, runner got stopped out. Never mind. Not really lucky when it comes to runners today, but I'm gonna pause the video and see, because this was back to back, so I'm gonna continue trading. It's fairly early, so bye for now. Alright, so I'm resuming the video, and I removed the arrows because it's starting to get really cluttered up. Let me guys know if you want to see the entries, but I think it's much more cleaner to mark these two entries. So let me guys know if you want to, in the next video, if I should leave those up, because you know there was a lot of arrows with the trading the runners. But nevertheless, there was a nice second entry short here, but it was a horrible signal bar that I skipped this trade, and we made a big bullish bar, and I missed this trade as well. But I probably should have taken this trade, because as you can see, we are making some resistance right here, and this was the first break of this trend line working lower. And you know, but the EMA was kind of starting to be in the middle of those bars, and we are going sideways, so this is starting to look like a small little, you can see this is starting to look like a small little congestion right here. So I was really leery of this, taking this bar. Looking back, it looks really good, but when you're trading it live, take a look. This is, the EMA is completely flat and it's in the middle of those bars. So even though this is a second entry but horrible signal bar, and this one is better, you know, it's starting to look like a congestion. And now you have first entry, second entry short. Once again, not bad. And this is a clear break. I don't think, and I actually might do trend line. My trend line might be a little bit off here. Let me see. I think this is the proper trend line. Looking back now, yeah, this fits much better. Look how better it fits. So this is the first break, and we have a new low right here. But this downtrend is starting to look very bearish. Take a look, the EMA is pointing down all of the time. I was just a little bit hesitant here because there's still the trend line in play, and I was afraid to go short directly into this trend line. You overshot it a little bit, so you can make a case to going short here, because it is, according to our rules, this is a first entry short, second entry short. It is the first break of this downtrend. What's gonna happen? Probably we're gonna go lower, make a new extreme. But you know, I just was a little bit scared. Maybe my, you know, definitely not maybe, definitely my fault right here to taking this. But we have a first entry short, pullback. I might actually set up the trade here. It is a shame that I was a little bit scary, and this is what happens to me quite a lot, because these two trades were so quickly right after one another that, because you don't really get that many trades at the key entry points. Normally prices go to key entry points and they bounce and they continue going in another direction, and usually it takes about 20 to 30 minutes to for prices to get to another key entry point. So I was a little bit hesitant here to, you know, get all these trades so early in the day at the key entry points. It looked almost too perfect, so I was kind of hesitant here. But looking back, you know, my mistake, those were good trades. You might probably not get another attempt to go lower here. I'm gonna put my limit order right here, and I'm gonna explain you guys in a minute why I'm doing this. We have a break and a new high of this trend line, and we are having a double top right here, which can be, you can see it with my stop loss right here. So I'm looking for a quick scalp. Yes, we already have a break and a new low, so I am picking the tops here. This is kind of I'm a little bit guessing here. I'm picking the top. I like the double top right here. I think we are now starting to move into the trading range. Prices are starting to go in a little bit of trading range now. We have a break and a new low. I like the double top, and I like the nice bearish reversal bar from the top. So yeah, let's see what's gonna happen here. Thing is, we already have a new low, so this is definitely aggressive, more of an aggressive trade. Let's see. And that's what I like to do. I like to go for the 3 trades a day, preferably 3 winners. So and since I missed this trade, I kind of want to catch this trade. So I'm gonna pause it. I don't want this video to get too long. I'm gonna pause it and let you guys see how the trade ended up. And it looks like I might get stopped here quickly. We're very close to my stop loss here. Oh, we're actually reversing from here. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. A few more ticks here. Thing is, you already have a break and a new low, and we are kind of pushing from the EMA. Come on, let's go. If you break below this bar, we might actually keep going lower here. So the trade is kind of stalling now, and I'm not having a good feeling about this. This is starting to be, because the EMA is holding now at this point, is starting to hold fairly nicely. And now we have a first entry long, second entry long right here. And we even pull back right here, so I'm very tempted to close this trade. Because this was, and looking back now, we have a break and a new low. You know, I shouldn't be probably going short here, but I just like the double top right here, and I think we're starting to go in the trading range. But I might be wrong here. Anything can happen. And it looks like I might get stopped out here. I'm very tempted to close it right now, but I don't want to close it because I tell you guys not to monkey with your trades. So I'm gonna let the trade finish. But looking back on this, we might actually come back. I'm still very tempted to close this trade. Because look how EMA is holding at this point, and I might have jumped the gun too quickly here. Because we already have a break, new low, so the downtrend is over now. We pushed through the EMA, and the way the EMA is now reacting is holding prices. You can see the signal bars are not closing below this, and I'm having a bad feeling I might have, even though this bar finished fairly nicely, so we might get this quick scalp, but to be honest with you, I kind of doubt it, because this is starting to look like a congestion now. We'll see. Alright, so the prices are officially trapping me and we got stopped out. Nevertheless, I can see why now, and I honestly don't know what I was thinking. I was trying to pick a top right here, and I just got a little bit, you know, I jumped the gun a little bit, because this is a clear break, new low. We pushed through the EMA. Yeah, it looks like a double top right here, but with the new low and such a push through the EMA, and the EMA is holding prices now nicely. I don't know what was I thinking, but at least now you guys understand why I kind of don't want to go for trading room, but nevertheless I'm gonna keep continuing trading because I already have I only have 2 winners, 1 loser, so I'm gonna try to find 1 more trade. Alright, so I'm resuming the video and you can see the price is pushed higher from here, and this is the second leg now coming of this leg right here. And as you can see, the Fibonacci tool kind of worked here once again. We bounced from the 50% area and we are now pushing up higher. The EMA is now pointing up higher. I was thinking we might go a little bit lower here with the downtrend, but the downtrend finished up right here with the breaking a new low. You saw me making an emotional error right here, which stupid. I don't know what I was doing here. But this is looking back. This is looking like a nice reversal pattern. Push through the EMA. You have a new low of this downtrend working lower, and this is a first entry long, second entry long, and the EMA is holding, and we're racketing from here higher. So right now I'm gonna be looking for long right here. This is way too steep, so you only get quite a first entries here. Excuse me, but I'm going to be looking for some second entry here at the key entry point. I'm resuming the video and I'm going to take this second entry long at the EMA. I was trying to go long at this little bullish bar, but we first broke lower, then rallied up higher, and then we made this doji. So I was trying to, it happened fairly quickly, so I was trying to put my limit order in, but I ended up going long on this bar, as you see forming now. And this is just, you can see the trend line working lower, break, new low. This is a 2-legged pullback to the key entry point, to the EMA. We have this bigger trend line working up higher, and we have this shorter term trend line working up higher. You can see prices are fitting neatly here, and this is the first break of this trend line working higher. So I'm looking for a new high at this point. So this is multiple reasons for me to go long. Second entry short, second entry long, that's according to our rules. We have a break and a new low of this short-term correction according to our rules. We are waiting for a new high of this bullish uptrend according to our rules, and it is a key entry point EMA. So we got 4 reasons right here according to our rules to go higher. So let's see how this is going to unfold. But you can see how we rallied up higher big time, and I wasn't really expecting this, but this just shows you how you have to adapt yourself constantly. You have to reanalyze the chart every single minute as it goes on. You never can get boxed into one idea how the market may be operating. And this was the big leg up, and the second one, you can see this is almost a measured leg. But let's see, come on, let's go. It would be nice to finish 3-1. But yeah, here, second entry short at the EMA while the market is reversing at the trend line. And my mistake right here, as you have seen earlier. So the trade took a little bit of a time here. We kind of get a little bit of a correction, a little bit of a consolidation right here. There's still some bears, they're trying to pick tops. But right now we're breaking up high from here, and you know, you don't want to counter trade. When the trend is strong like this, the EMA is pointing higher, you definitely don't want to pick tops. Stick to our rules, keep working with the trend, and wait for prices to get the key entry points. And I'm really believing in this strongly, and this just shows, if you follow the rules, how easy trading can actually be, because this is just second entries according to rules with the break new high at the key entry point in a downtrend, easy. Right here I broke the rules, I get punished for this because I was trying to outsmart the market. And right here, once again, according to our rules, 2-legged pullback to the key entry point in an uptrend. We're not out yet, so but this, I really think we can go higher, because now we have a first entry short, second entry short that failed, and it might be even tempting to add on right here. Add a little bit one more load, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't like adding on. In case I'm wrong, I would make a bigger loser, but I really believe in this trade strongly. I'm resuming the video once again. We are coming close to my 10-tick scalp portion. We reversed right here and instantly rather the one bullish bar higher. So this is a nice bullish reversal bar. You know, the bears, they don't want to give up, but I think they have to throw in the towel because you cannot pick tops like this. And now you have a failed second entry short. Look at the momentum we kind of starting to get here. The price is, like I said, consolidated a little bit, but I really think, really think this setup is, you know, most of the time 90% plus win rate. So I really don't think it's gonna fail on me now. And I'm only gonna record the scalp portion because the video will get way too long and you guys don't want to watch way too long videos. So I'm gonna manage my runner in my privacy. Come on, let's go. I gotta get out of here. I would love to scalp out already. Gonna put my runner right here. Come on. So we bounce off my exit order, but a lot of times we need to go one tick through the exit order. If it bounces right here, you know, if you are on the simulator, it actually sometimes it's enough, but on live accounts you have to, a lot of times you have to go through the order. So if you are sim trading, just make your target one tick higher, just to prove it. Okay, so I'm gonna put my stop here. I'm gonna let the runner run, and see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys. Bye guys.